Gaming gamers, gaming
Gaming
gamers.
Gaming gamers, we are not lion tamers. We are the gaming gamers. Yeah! Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 11 of the Gaming Gamers. I am your host, Comedy Manila's favorite comedian, Andron Bernardo. Yes, uh, who are my guests today, pare? With me is, introduce yourselves, guys. Go, Giselle.
Okay. I am Josel Nicolas. I recently released along with Adam David and Apo Santa Maria Hiwaga Issue 1. Check out our page Another Green World and read yung first chapter of the first issue. We're gonna serialize it twice a week, 4 pages each, and it's gonna be a hell of a ride. Sino yung nag-heart? What the fuck? Bakit may nag-heart pero wala naman nanonood? Okay, yun. And nag-flicker on. I thought maybe there's a Facebook ghost na nag-heart na
Yeah, yung mga bago. Malapit na kasi yung Burmans, yung Facebook ghosts.
oh
The,
yeah, because
the fabled Facebook ghosts. Yeah.
oh,
my turn.
And
I'm
yeah, with me,
Cruz.
yeah, HD River, everyone.
It's me, HD River. That's my
Yeah,
rap name.
yes,
I exist and I'm in this podcast. Isn't that wonderful? That in and of itself is worth celebrating. I don't need to do anything of note. I just have to be in the
yes,
podcast.
yes.
That's me, River Cruz.
this
Hell
is
yeah.
gonna be yung, ito yung magiging note, yun yung magiging parang footnote sa iyong rise to power. Sa claim to fame was like, River was in like a weird podcast before he became the president of
Oh,
prison or something.
yeah, prisons.
Oh yeah, great energy, guys. I love it. Even though
Ah,
most of us hindi pa natutulog yung mga iba sa atin. So si Giselle, the joke lang.
die.
So before we start, kumusta
Stay the
natin yung
line.
Yeah, before we start on our hot topics, such as best video game dads and like movies that we watch, how was your weekends, guys? I'll start. I recently quit smoking. Yes, yes. I have turned to
Nice.
vaping. Dati amoy ashtray yung kwarto ko. Ngayon amoy flaxseed oil na. Yes, this was Giselle would have laughed pero sinabi ko na to sa backstage. So I'm using it again kasi baka may mga nanonood. And this has become a part of me, this fucking USB stick. Like, kasi, parang, alam mo yung helmet ni Darth Vader? Ito yung akin, I need it to breathe. Pero, like, I go through a pod. Kasi, this is called the pod. So,
Uh-huh.
I go through one of these in, like, 3 days. So,
Wow.
after 3 days, I go through one.
Good.
So, yeah, man, I needed to stop smoking kasi sa mga ibang podcast episodes kasi I realized that I was tiring myself out talking. Alam mo yan, if you're tiring yourself out doing basic human function, I guess it's time to hang up na. And I haven't been skateboarding eh. Tagal ko na hindi nagsa-skateboard like 3 months na. So, yeah. What were you gonna say, Justin?
No, hang up your smokes.
Yeah. And I finished Scarlet Nexus, and that game's stupid. The game's dumb. The game's dumb.
Love how 180 your opinion of that game went throughout the whole
but
process of the whole podcast.
but it's still a great playing. It's one of the best combat games. It has the greatest combat ever. But yeah, the pacing on that game is weird. So before we go in deeper, how was your guys' weekends?
I'll
So,
start. I'll start.
there you
I'll
go.
start. I sent a message sa your river. Ano nga ba?
Oops.
I watched Suicide Squad with two friends, and
Fuck yeah.
we didn't Discord. Well, naka-Discord kami, pero mabagal yung net namin. So we just pressed enter sa VLC. I sent them yung files to watch, right?
Oh,
I bought Suicide Squad. Not I didn't download it illegally. And then we just pressed play and then we watched the movie. And towards the end of the movie I was literally sobbing na. And like and it's not a sad movie, but it's like I was just that's just me. I cry at things that I like and like that's the problem with me. Ganon. So
I
I
watched that
understand
movie
how
too.
off-putting I am. Ano?
No, dude, that's fine. I was gonna say, like, I watched that movie too, and I understand. I think I can guess which points you might have cried. I don't know, but
Well, tell me.
Okay, let's talk about the movie now. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of
Uh,
curious there.
why
I want
spoil
to.
it though?
It's not spoilers, pero like it's a
Yeah.
specific. You can just say words and I'll know naman.
Um, cause I almost named like a character, and people might guess like, oh, he
No,
dies.
no, no,
Uh,
no.
is it near the end or like what? At what point?
Near the end, near the end.
Yeah, there's is there like the bus scene, the one when they're just in the
No,
bus talking?
no.
There's one where they're drinking.
N-
I
you
think.
would think, kasi that's my thing, pero
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Then let me know how what
It's
part was it?
when, it's when the rats ate yung veins.
Okay. Yeah. That's
And like,
very that's a good way to put it. That's not spoiling anything. The rats
that's
ate
not,
Yeah.
veins.
yeah, it's very, ewan ko,
Oh,
kasi, yun nga like sorry, I talked about this and that, nagmamarunong. I think
oh,
it's a pandemic thing. I missed watching movies with people, yun lang.
Mm,
yeah.
I got that
And
feeling.
that was mostly yung weekend ko.
The movie rin. I've seen trailers of it. Yeah, and they were very funny. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I haven't watched it yet. Does that movie stop being quirky? You say all of
It's
the
ano,
trailer. Does
no,
it
no,
ever
no.
become serious?
It's a
Um,
fucking horror movie.
Okay.
Dude,
it's
like
shot
yung
like a horror
kills,
movie too. Yeah.
it's yung kills niya, literally mukhang manhunt. And
Video
I'm
game,
not
the Manhunt.
kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yung slicing off heads and then may gore, as in legitimate gore. There was like a scene na these people are getting tortured. So putol yung kalahati ng
Oh yeah,
tao
I know that.
and
Yeah.
then panay viscera. They showed a lot of dicks in the movie too. I'm trying like straight up
Yeah.
dick shots, the
Oh
frontal.
fuck.
Kasi
Damn.
it's a war movie eh. It's a war horror movie. Pero I will say it's very pa-cute. It's very it's like a better not a better. It's like a refined version of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's
I,
the same elements remixed
yeah.
tapos and
Plus it's R rated, and like I heard like they kept touting this as like promotional, but like, oh, DC really let James Gunn like go all out, blah blah blah. And and it shows, actually, it really does show, like, not just in the gore but like in the writing, like he touches on a lot of like surprisingly political aspects,
Okay.
without spoiling. But he talks about like white supremacy and certain stuff without like making it in your face Marvel style.
yeah, really 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 showed yung a fair the section of yung white supremacy na yung
Yeah.
pros and cons of white supremacy.
Without offending anyone.
I
He
think
showed the
you'd
pros and
enjoy it.
cons of white
I think
supremacy.
you'd enjoy it, Alan, because there's a lot of dumb stuff na like it's that thing that you have always said. Like, this goes for it. This
Yeah,
movie
it really
does go
does.
for it.
Just the opening alone is like a sight to behold, without
Yeah.
spoiling anything. But
But
it's
So
I don't wanna.
so
Yeah,
it's like 5 out of 5 James Guns. Yeah.
yeah, I
hmm,
guess ganun.
yeah, it's
I don't know because
about it.
it's like we're so starved for life then eh. You know, maybe if it wasn't like if I wasn't cooked up for 6 months dito sa loob ng bahay and like, you know, I
Yeah,
wonder kasi I can see naman yung critical factors in it. It's well made. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
yeah. I think it's also because, for me at least, I fairly recently watched Black Widow, and that's like super milk toast, run of the mill Marvel color
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad movie, but it's just so middle of the road, safe. And I don't know. And when I watched the Suicide Squad, I mean, I hate saying this about James Gunn movies, but it's refreshing. It's a new take on blah blah blah. But it's, I guess it's not necessarily new, but he goes for it, like Giselle said, and it makes it feel like a movie with a voice that a person made, and not just like a factory of Disney somewhere. I don't know. It has a
I
personality to
don't
it.
know din eh. I feel like I think nag-usap kami ng friend ko na parang this is James Gunn selling out din eh. It's like he kept all of yung kanyang roots sa horror purely in the visualness pero not in the brutality or like the harshness, you know?
Um, I guess, but also it's also how it's shot. There, I don't know. maybe it's just my interpretation of it, but there's some scenes where the camera moves as if it's in the perspective of the monster, and I feel like that's like a uniquely horror thing, or like
I mean,
how
I know.
yeah
I mean, it's more of all of the deaths. Like, nothing's brutal for brutality's sake. It's a joke,
yeah
all
yeah
of it.
fair
So
enough yeah
I know naman it's pero like this is the guy who made Slither then eh. So like that was a fucking harsh comedy horror movie.
mm.
Ganon.
Ano ba yung
Pero
mga popular movies ni James Gunn? Like, I'm not familiar with
Scooby
it.
Doo, one and
Okay.
two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah
Um
yeah obviously there's Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and
Guardians of
2.
the Galaxy
Yeah.
1 and 2. He has like yung birth, Evil Superman, he produced that with his brother. He has this other movie na parang it's like Saw pero on an island. He
Okay.
did Super, which is like yung super dark.
Super, right, yeah.
Na I did not like. I could not finish that movie. Because
I
it's
Scooby-Doo.
yeah.
hard.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
This is where yung sa Scooby-Doo, like, this is where Scrappy turned into a fucking monster, diba?
Yeah, you said
By
do
the
the
end.
part. You sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It
What,
was a
what were you
take
gonna say,
on.
River?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
we're
and
gonna
I
say.
was gonna say like other movies. I mean, yeah, Super. I tried to watch Super too, but I didn't really get into it. I don't know. Maybe I was just too biased towards Kick-Ass, even though
I
Kick-Ass is
cried at Super. You know where I cried?
where
Yung opening animation montage na sumasayaw sila.
has nothing to do with
That's
the
just the
story.
opening. It's all
Yeah.
I love yung animation done, and I just really got emotional. Pero like I can't get into it because it's a harsh movie, and I understand it. I think it's a mood. Eh. I think you need to really. I think there's something worthwhile there, but it's really fucked up because it's this guy who's like a superhero. Tapos yung wife niya cheats on him with a mobster, and he's
Yeah.
trying to get revenge, and then see Elliot Page, and
And it's played by what's I keep saying Dwight. What's his freaking name?
Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson. Yeah, there you go.
Yung
Yeah.
mobster is si Kevin Bacon. It's pretty cool.
Right.
Ooh.
Liv Tyler yung wife niya who cheated on him.
But yeah, overall, I'd still recommend the Suicide Squad though. It's I feel bad because it's not doing well in the box office currently.
I heard that too.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
motherfuckers!
because it's COVID,
Anyway.
but also because it's on HBO Max, which is a service not a lot of people have. So piracy. They people just pirate. I pirated it honestly. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Oh nga no, I also did that. I should I watched Fast 9. I watched Fast 9.
Hell yeah. Pare, speaking of movies that are great, pare. John
I don't
Cena is
wanna
also there.
John
Yeah.
T is also there. He was
Yeah.
amazing, by the way, in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead about Fast Nine.
Go ahead,
How do you
Giselle.
feel about?
Come on, pare. Come on. Let's bond, Giselle, of
I
how
don't
we both love this movie, pare. No?
I I
Come on,
feel
man. Come on.
I'm okay with it. I know it's important to you. Kaya ayoko. It's fine. It's not fun to
Okay.
watch with old people, pare. Like it's
Okay.
not fun to
Okay.
watch with old people. I feel like if maybe you were there or like there was a bro there to bro out,
Yeah, to hype up the
I feel
movie.
like yun yung kulang. Pero the fact na parang kasi it's a drama eh. You have to admit this one is a drama. You
Yeah,
cannot
but
you cannot you cannot fight the parts na like a lot of yung si Dom going into the water and like yung
that was so
flashback.
stupid. That was so dumb. Nalaman niya yung truth because
But
nalulunod siya.
it's
My truth serum. Yung fucking
but it's
tubig.
it's not fun when it's like when yung sa simula tapos biglang nagre-race yung si Batang Dom at saka si whatever yung tatay niya. And then
Yeah.
yung tatay ko sabi niya, nagsimula na yung sine. Gusto ko yung barilan ah. Gusto ko yung barilan. Tapos paulit-ulit siya. Tapos
Dude, he got what he wanted. Your dad would have gotten what he wanted. Yung biglang
No, he
nag-racing
did
sila
what?
sa jungle. Tapos
I-
biglang for some reason may
didn't click
sign
with
na
him.
nakalagay. May nakalagay na sign, landmines ahead. Yun ang
I
laugh.
did not click with him. Like I really could tell. He just walked away.
Okay.
Like natulog
Really?
lang
Fair
siya.
enough.
Hindi,
Fair
to be
enough.
fair kasi ang tatay ko, it's like you need to know kung sino yung bida and you need to know kung ano yung stakes and you need to know kung sino yung kalaban. Pero with this, it's like, is it the German guy who quotes Star Wars? Is it
Yeah.
si Charlize Theron na, I like that part na it's a drone. I thought that was cool. Ganon.
With his
There's a lot
like
of cool ideas.
Mo from the Three Stooges haircut.
Pero,
Yeah.
Pero come on, dude. Like, they wasted yung space. They really wasted yung space thing. How are you gonna do Fast 9 pero hindi si Dom yung nagpuntang space?
They went
Those
to
two
Space River.
fuckers?
I've never actually seen
They
it.
Huh?
went to
Who goes to
Space River
space?
with cars. Si
It wasn't,
Tyrese and Ludacris.
I feel like
Oh,
they shouldn't have blown yung load. Parang it's like, we gave you what you want, sort of. Like, I wanted them all to go to space, not si Tyrese. Pero
Pero
ewan ko. Ah,
Giselle, di mo na-enjoy yung
okay.
character development. Kasi yung
No.
guys sa Fast and the Furious 3, Tokyo Drift, naging scientists na sila bigla.
Horrible.
wait, the
Horrible.
main
May
guy?
anak,
Yeah, the
may anak
main guy.
siya. Some
Yeah.
fucking random kid
Yeah.
na I
Yes.
didn't know. Tapos, it's like, oh, there's so many scenes with yung wife ni Dom and they're being so serious and like, what happened? Why is it so sad?
Dude.
I liked yung sa dulo na parang
Yung magnet
magpa-park.
cars.
No. Magpa-park yung patay na. Sino yung patay na?
Ah,
Oh,
si
si Han?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Oh,
Yung
si
biglang
Paul
may
Walker.
blue car sa dulo.
Yes.
Tapos parang may
Yes.
message. Is that, what's his name? Tree guy. Guy who died because of a
Tree
tree.
guy. Oh my god.
Yes.
Ganun. I think that was sweet. He clearly loves talaga si Paul Walker. No, I think
Yeah.
it's like, I think it's not a good movie for people who are not in the know, but I feel like maybe it's one of the better fast movies. Alam mo yun? Does it make sense?
Okay, fine. It's
Yeah,
fine,
I get
Giselle.
what you mean.
Yeah.
I gave it a
It's the
shot,
same with
man. I'm gonna
yeah.
go through yung fast filmography. Kasi I did like yung mga luma eh. I
Gusto mo yung
actually did.
gusto mo yung explanation nila ng death ni Han?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
No.
No, it
Alam mo,
was,
naalala ko,
Come on,
Rurouni
man!
Kenshin.
it was a fake
Naalala ko,
body.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Come on. Okay, I'll try to convince River. River.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nanonood ka ng mga noir films, diba? Yung mga car chase scenes, diba?
Yeah.
And in this one, pare, they have a magnet, pare. So they have like a magnet. So what they do with the magnets is they basically like, alam mo yung sa Super Mario, tuwing yung binabato mo yung enemies sa ibang enemies. That's
Yeah.
what they do with the magnet, pare. Like they just throw the enemy cars into other cars. And so good. It's like
It's this is better explanation. It's like that scene sa Sonic where he's going so fast tapos yung backdraft niya nadadala yung mga tao, yung mga cars
Yes.
and stuff.
Oh,
Is that
yes.
or am I thinking of Sonic or am I thinking of Quicksilver? Something like that. Someone
Like,
running so fast.
Yeah. I get what you
Yeah.
mean though. Yeah.
That was cool.
Thinking sa World War Z, where the car, sobrang daming zombies. And then yung nangyayari sa cars, like, umiikot sila sa gravity ng mga ibang cars. And then Diesel throws a truck into an airplane at the end. So, dude, come on, man.
Hey, that does sound
Yeah.
pretty cool. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Visually,
try
it's
to
great.
I'll make River watch this.
I hated yung scene where it's not that I don't like yung concept pero si Tyrese at saka si Ludacris, yung parang, you just a dumbass. You're not, si Tyrese basically says, I think I'm immortal kasi I can't die. Maganda yung start ng movie. I will say, I really did like yung mga scenes. Ganon.
Yung
It's
car
just,
grappling hook. Some
feel like
car
it-
grappling hook.
they did that sa Hobbs and Shaw.
Is it?
Okay, yung magnet plane.
The magnet thing is cool. Ganon.
So cool.
I will say maybe yun nga, the choice of watching with old people and like did
And
not,
also, you didn't watch 8, right? You just went straight to
yun
9.
nga I maybe I should have started with 8 so I knew kung sino yung characters. Like, why is Han so ugly now?
He's freaking old, dude.
He's
I
old, dude.
know.
Like,
I-
nasa 3. He looked old at 3, pare.
Yeah, he was.
Tokyo
I also-
He was supposed to pass at like 20
Okay.
or something. He also looked.
Even yung bida, like he was supposed to be in high school.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He was like
Natatawa
35.
natatawa ako
Watch
when
an
they were like
ex-con eh.
when they were in like they were getting shot at by military guys. Tapos naka camos and like body armor yung sila Tyrese.
Yes.
Tapos
Yes.
si Dom ano, naka-white polo lang siya or something. What the fuck, dude? What
Dude,
do you
his
what do
armor
you
is family. Okay, that's all he
Oh,
needs.
dude, but Nathan
family?
Drake does that shit then, and you guys don't complain. But it's just, it's,
That's true. He just wears
yeah,
pouches. A lot of pouches.
a lot of pouches. Well, at least it's fine. Giselle gave it a shot, but River,
I okay.
I think I
I
can
don't
My
think
save
it
you.
turn. Yeah,
I don't
I
Yeah.
think
gotta.
it's a bad movie. I think it's not, it wasn't for me. Ganun.
I'll
I
watch 8, then I'll watch 9. I'll try to give it
You
justice,
need to
because you know me.
understand who
Like
si
when I
Charlize
get into a
is.
franchise, yeah,
I think you have to watch it with
I think she's good
someone
at an
na
8.
masaya. I think you have to watch it with a tropa. Para yung
Fucking
mababatukan mo sa gilid. Ganun. Para,
Vin
tangin
Wow.
na,
Diesel, Vin Diesel and John Cena have the dumbest, beefiest fight
I
ever.
hate it. I hated them both.
Why?
Like yung may mga nasisira na pader kasi
He's a
nagsusutuan sila.
spy. Si John Cena is a spy kasi naging siya spy kasi drag-race siya ng kapatid niya. Tapos na-hurt yung feelings niya kasi natalo siya. And
Yeah.
just
And then he
parang the
became a
next
spy
time they
because of
see each
that.
other, he's literally James Bond or like evil James Bond. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
no one
It's
can
so
see
good.
him,
and
so it
you
works.
know what he says? It's like,
So good.
I
It's
needed to
so
be,
good.
basically ganito yung reason niya. I needed to be a spy so I wouldn't be in the shadow of you kasi kung drag racer ako, mas magaling ka sa akin.
That's
He
so
did.
petty. He's so insecure.
Dude,
Well, in
parang
fairness,
basic.
he did kinda kill yung father nila. So,
Yeah. Pong pinatay ni John Cena yung dad nila, pero ganito ka convoluted yung plot. Yung tatay pala, gusto niya talaga mamatay para sa insurance. So, John Cena did what he had to do, pare.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
so it's...
so
And
anyway,
nalaman niya to, River.
he was
Nalaman
throwing
ni...
the money.
River. Nalaman ni Dom yung truth habang nalulunod siya
Yeah.
sa sea. Sa
Well, that
sea.
makes sense. It's like nagka-flashback siya, tapos nagkaroon siya ng other perspective dun sa
Yes!
Did it like
thing.
did it like
Yes!
unlock something in his brain,
Yes!
or
It did! It did! Kasi my
Oh,
truth serum! My
no,
truth
okay. In
serum!
fairness, I think
that's
that's
legit? There
just
is no
visual
truth serum in what?
storytelling.
What,
That's
what,
visual
what, River?
story.
Wait,
What,
the
River?
truth serum thing, is that a joke, or is that like did that
That was a
actually
joke.
No,
It
no,
happen?
was,
no, that's a
Okay,
joke. That's a
I thought
joke.
like
That's a joke.
see, but
Apparently, then
that's
pag
how absurd Fast and Furious is. I almost believed that there was actually truth serum in a lake or something.
might as well be. Ito. Before I fucking forget, kasi this is what I kept thinking when I watched it. Parang, every time they would finish like a scene, yung conversation, I would imagine na biglang may mag-loading screen, na biglang may loading bar. Tapos para this might as well just be just be a video game na biglang magre-race na lang sila afterwards. Yung parang after kay
Yeah.
Helen Mirren talking, parang, maybe you should take me out for a drive. And then biglang loading screen. And then biglang yun na yung mission. Hinahabol na kayo ng
oh yeah.
ano.
By the
Di
way,
ba,
River, yes.
all of yung
Academy
heavy
Award,
stuff is
Academy
like,
Award winner
Yeah, I was gonna
Helen
say
Mirren is
Helen
also
Mirren is
here,
I
in this
know.
and
town, so
she's really good. She's apparently a really good driver in this one.
Oh, well, si Charlize Theron then won for Monster. And like, sino pa ba?
I
You
mean, she
got
was
Kurt
in
Russell.
Fast and Furious. She's in Mad Max, so I've already seen her behind the wheel. But Helen Mirren, though, that's
Dude.
that's a different thing.
I wonder, like, ano yung top movies mo ni Helen Mirren? Oh, it's Fast 9, Fast 8,
Caligula.
and The Cook. The
Caligula.
Cook, his wife, and yung lover.
Uh,
Anyway,
yeah.
Well, at least Giselle tried to give it a shot. Who knows?
I don't think it's
Maybe
bad. I think it was just a bad
I mean, I
viewing.
might be converted. I don't know. It just
I think
feels
Dude.
like
it's fine. I think no, like really reconsidering para I think I needed bros with me. Ganun.
yeah.
Kasi I think yun naman Suicide Squad, I don't think I would have cried if I didn't have yung friends ko with me. Kasi na-heighten yung experience kasi biglang
That's true.
um
I did watch it with my brother and my partner and my mom. So and my
So.
mom.
How was your weekend, River?
Oh right. I mean, yeah, I also watched the Suicide Squad, and lately I've been playing a lot of Overwatch again, and it's funny because
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
it's funny because of all like duh, I can't talk about Overwatch without not talking about the controversy with Blizzard and whatnot, and it's a dead game in and of itself. It's very rare to come back to an online game. Have you? I know Andre, you don't play a lot of online games, but like it's such a weird feeling because when you have this community that you know you'll always keep coming back to when you play an online game, and that community is just gone. It's just a totally different group of people now because of how long the game has been out and people have left the
Mm.
game already. So it feels
Mhm.
less toxic and it just feels it's way more fun now. It's
Aha,
strange. And
kasi the
yeah.
people who really love the game stuck around,
Yeah,
not
they
just
stick
the
around. Not
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
who are riding the trend of Overwatch. I mean, like
The
for the
real
longest time,
fans.
yeah, the true fans,
The incels.
the true incels that stayed. Uh,
Yeah,
they came
the
for the
fake
Rule
insults are
34.
gone.
Yeah, they
Yes,
came for the Rule
the,
34, but they stayed for the gameplay. So
yes, yes. They've done watching tracer porn, pare. So
yeah, they're like, I actually want to see what this
I really
Overwatch
do
game
like
is.
Overwatch porn. I did
yeah,
play
kasi
a game like that.
they use the real assets. Eh.
They
Yeah,
do some really detailed. Yeah, they use a really
They're very
detailed
beautiful.
models.
The designs
yeah,
then are very beautiful then. You know
yeah,
man
dude.
din.
Like
I mean,
yung
Like just the normal designs.
my ray tracing yung porn ko, angas pare.
Kahit yung
Ray.
nanay ni ano, nung
Anna,
Metroid
the
girl, yung
Farah, yeah,
sniper. Yeah, she's
old
really
lady.
hot.
Dude,
Yeah,
She's
I
like
mean,
Egyptian
yeah,
Helen Mirren. Ganun.
yeah, Egyptian Helen Mirren. That's what she is. But other than that, I guess because I'm thinking back to like my weekend, but that's really all I remember: the Suicide Squad and Overwatch. And I think that's mostly because
I kind of I want to ask about Overwatch.
go ahead, yeah,
Rather, there's this character there that baffles me kasi it's a first-person shooter,
yeah.
and he's a melee character with a sword. How does that
Oh,
fucking work?
Genji, it works. Well, first of all, the sword it's not the main attack. His main attack is he throws shuriken, so it still kind
Okay,
of
that's
works.
dumb. That's
It's
so
it.
stupid.
I can't. I'm not good at him. He's really hard to use.
Who's
But
your guy?
Okay,
Who's your guy?
okay.
the ones I use the most, there's this character named Symmetra. She's an Indian
Oh,
architect who
I
makes
know her.
light into solid objects. So she can create stuff out of nothing. So she uses like these laser turrets that you can plant in the base, and it's really good. And she has a gun that looks like the Portal gun from Portal. And then
Yeah.
the longer you shoot, the stronger it gets. Yeah, and like
She like
I'm not
sets traps.
I'm not very good at the conventional shooter characters. Like I suck at Widow, who's the sniper. I'm terrible at Soldier because it's just Call of Duty. But yeah, I like using the characters that don't actually use a gun. I freaking love. I mean, he kind of uses a gun, but there's a hamster in a ball called Wrecking Ball. His special ability is he's in this ball like a hamster ball mech thing, and he can shoot a grappling
You
hook
can
on any
shoot up
surface.
Richard Gere's ass.
Yeah, he can shoot up Richard Gere's ass and win an Academy Award. But yeah, he can
Yes.
shoot a grappling hook on any surface, and you become a literal wrecking ball, and you can swing around. And I'm like, that's cool. Anyway, yeah. But other than that, I've been playing Shin Megami Tensei and The World Ends with You on the side.
Oh, I really like pala no Pokemon Unite.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Talk about Pokemon Unite. I played it yesterday too.
You're sure ba din ka na? Oh, I can play. It is fun and it's simple and it's like oh I can raise yung rank ko. Oh, it doesn't take a lot for me to win. It's just kung magaling yung players na kasama ko, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Ganun. And it's
I
like okay.
I like how it's not about the kills. Nintendo does that when they get an already established like game mechanic. Like I mean, like Splatoon was their shooting game, but the goal
Then
isn't
kill
to
people.
kill
Yeah.
enemies; it's to paint your ink around the base, which is pretty creative because they don't want to encourage kids to shoot people, I guess, even though they have Metroid. And yeah, with Pokemon Unite, it's not killing the enemies and getting stronger. I mean, no, it's about getting stronger, but it's mostly about
It's
shooting
about
balls
shooting
in a
energy
hoop.
hoops. It's like basketball, Andren. Imbes na yung trees pinapatay, you get points by killing the others, and then you shoot a hoop, like an
Yeah, you
energy
shoot a
hoop,
hoop, slam
and
dunk
then
style.
may score ka. Ganon.
Yeah, it's so
Okay.
wholesome, but also really stupid.
Andren is like so angry kasi
I
parang,
No,
know.
no.
oh, this 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 piece of shit e-sport thing that is like one sport on top of another sport, pinagsama yung sabong at saka yung basketball,
Yeah,
at saka somehow
both of your sellouts. You guys were with me on this
Yeah,
MOBA
you
sucks.
were. Yeah,
MOBA, yeah. And all of you turned your backs on me nung nilagay lang nila ng fucking Pokemon skin, yung
Pokemon.
game. Just like bunch of
dude,
idiots. You guys are
dude,
sheep! All of you are
ask,
sheep! Na joke lang.
ask, ask me kung sino yung Pokemon na gamit ko palagi.
Sino
Uh,
yung Pokemon na ginagamit mo parati?
Yung the shark one, na red and
Ah,
blue. I don't even know yung name. I just pick it kasi nakikita ko
uh,
yung pictures. Like, I just pick it. I just know si Pikachu. All of the rest,
I
like,
forgot
I
his
see.
name.
You know that one? It's like he started
yeah,
out like a little baby shark thing,
yes,
and
yes.
then I don't know which ko at pang ilan yun na generation, but I like him. Ganon. Yun
I
lang.
have to look it up too. I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's like in I don't know what generation. It's probably like Ruby Sapphire. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. Um, you want to talk about video game dads?
Okay.
Yes. This is a topic that I brought up with Giselle. What are your favorite video game dads, pare? People who like make your character better, like yung mga nasa story arcs na, oh, I'll teach you. You're not ready for this, son. But yes, like I'm gonna be a plot device in this story.
I'm
Papatayin
not
ako ng
gonna lie.
kontrabida.
I'll
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 die.
start I'll start with like a classic. I think
Yeah.
I really do like si Doctor Light. And I think
Mm,
it's from Mega Man, right? It's just
yeah,
because I've
Yes.
been trained to just be in love with Doctor Light. Because when I see Doctor Light, oh, I'm gonna get a fucking armor. I'm gonna grow
yeah,
stronger. Yun. If I see yung hologram with Doctor Light and I just jump into this fucking transformation thing willy nilly, I'm gonna look cooler. Kasi hindi na magiging monotone lang na blue yung buong armor ko. I'm gonna have some white decals and shit. Ganun. So like, I like si Doctor Light. But it's weird that he's never. It's like, di ba yung thing sa Mega Man X pa? It's like si Doctor Light is dead and these are all old capsules from the past
yeah,
na
yeah. It,
he's
it's like
rediscovering.
a memory thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, that's where I start off muna.
that's a good
Um,
choice. I like that you chose Doctor Light because it's you don't think that he's the dad. You just think he's the inventor, but in a way, he was like a father figuring out to Mega Man. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I have one. You might think this is cheating, pero he technically is a video game character. And one of the best video game dads for me is Tony Hawk because he's a video game character. Like skateboarding dad, pare. Like
Yeah,
he takes care of all of the pros sa Tony Hawk's Underground 2. And Bam Margera takes care also of the other pros. So it was a toss up between Bam Margera or Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk kasi like a dad, but kasi I never had a dad. Kasi he
that's
He
he's
is a
fair.
dead.
dad. He is a dad.
So
Okay,
yeah.
that's an he did father yung game. That's
Yes.
fair. Ganon. He
And
is the
he is the coolest dad ever. Yung anak niya si Riley Hawk, who also skates for Baker.
I
Yes,
you
yes.
don't ano I am a Tiger Woods as a dad or like si si Madden.
Yes. So
Anyway,
yeah,
no,
he is the
si
best.
Tony Hawk is more of a character talaga. Like,
Yes.
I think that's
He,
the
te-
interesting thing about yung Tony Hawk games. It's like there's a real character sa mismong mascot. It's not just Tiger Woods or it's not some basketball player for that season. Ganun.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pick a dad. I've been kind of tossing between either there's Geralt. I was thinking Geralt, and I was thinking of Lee from the Walking Dead series. But I'll stick to Geralt because Lee dies. Spoiler. So whatever. With Geralt, I like
Witcher
that.
though?
What?
Witcher?
Which? Yeah, Geralt.
Is he a dad?
He's a dad. He's an adoptive father to Siri.
I
You're so
didn't know.
dumb I am. I've played that game. I never knew.
Right?
I
uh,
skipped all the story parts
it's
of that
okay.
game.
It's okay. But I don't know. It's cool because when in the first Witcher, I never beat that game. Not because it was hard, but and not because it was boring either. Because the gameplay was pretty good for I don't know what year it came out, like 2006 or whatever. It was just because I didn't know where Geralt was going. He woke up, he had amnesia, and now I have to not have amnesia, and like that's kind of I don't it felt aimless, so I didn't feel motivated to play it. And in the second one, the second Witcher, I beat it and I liked it, but the story was very like political, like which kingdom will Geralt help support, even though he keeps saying he's neutral, but really he's not. But in the third one, it felt like a really personal story where he was finding his so the lore is, and I don't want to like dump like Witcher lore on YouTube, but essentially Ciri is this princess who has this Elden blood, which is blood from like another world, because her father is an elf from another dimension. That's essentially what it is.
fucking hate
Yeah, so she's
fantasy.
I know. So
Whenever
she's
anyone
destined.
describes fantasy to me,
I know,
it's like
dude.
if
It's
I'm not
fine.
experiencing one into one, it's like kung Lord of the Rings, bro, these four short people go to a mountain and throw a ring. Like why would I want to read 900 pages of that?
But essentially, she's like prophesied to be the queen of the
Of
kingdom,
course,
whatever. Yeah.
of course.
There has to be a prophecy, right?
Yes.
So what happens is in that prophecy, there's gonna be one protector, and that's Geralt. Even though he doesn't want to be, his destiny keeps tying to her, so he ends up becoming like her adoptive dad, and he trains her to become a witcher, and she's the first female witcher, and that's how it goes.
Can I ask a question, River?
Go ahead, yeah.
Is she headstrong and sassy, pare? And she doesn't go by the rules?
You know what? She is initially.
Yes. You,
I mean, yeah,
I
you can't
do it.
avoid that. Yeah,
Yes.
that's kind of the. I mean, to be fair though, to be fair,
Okay.
the
Okay.
books came out. The books came out in like the 70s and 80s, so it's not like a thing
Really?
that.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's if anything, it helped like start that freaking trend that's been driven to the ground.
Okay.
But yeah, she starts out that way, and then later on she learns to like accept her destiny, and she becomes more like Geralt.
Yeah, she does. Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude. I
yeah.
thought,
So
yeah, yeah. I thought she
yeah,
would stay that way. I'm sorry, I'm being an asshole, River. I
no, it's
just,
fair. No, God forbid she be like every other strong female character in the video game. But I get what you mean.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, that Geralt's a good dad, because in the end he actually, it's not like, I guess, to spoil Witcher 3, but not really. It doesn't matter because he basically gives up being a Witcher to be a full time dad, and I think that's really sweet because of all the shit that he's been through. He's like, I'm just gonna rest here under this tree with my daughter, and I thought that was really nice.
I'm in love with The Witcher.
I think I should buy yung Witcher. I saw like isang market. No, don't fucking buy stuff.
No, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't
Don't
buy it.
buy,
Just
don't buy
don't
stuff.
buy it.
I have two fucking long RPGs to play.
Oh,
Yung
you can get
the
through
other one,
Xenoblade, man.
yeah, Firehouse Emblem free mouses is
Yeah,
I have to play it twice or thrice, right? And then
you
may
play
DLC.
thrice. Yeah.
I will steal from Andren sa video game dad knowledge. And I will say Octodad.
Oh,
Octodad.
that's a good dad.
That's a great
That's so
choice.
funny. Yeah. I played Octodad, yeah, and the thing that's so funny about that game is they don't know you're an octopus. Your family's so dumb.
I love it. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so
Like my
good.
parts, like I love those games na kailangan mong gawin yung isang bagay lang na simple.
Yeah.
Pero they make it so hard because of the controls. Yeah, it's a fun game.
So
Yeah,
good.
Octodad
Oh,
rules.
I'll say pala yung well, he's a horrible dad. Yung King of the Galaxy, King of the
Oh, in
Universe, yung Katamari Damacy.
Katamari. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
horrible.
terrible dad. Are
Doesn't
we gonna
even
talk
know
about
kung sino yung
horrible
anak niya.
dads too?
Okay, that's a great point. Then horrible dads in video games. Like, is Doctor Robotnik technically a bad guy? I mean, he made all of these animals immortal. Like that's what we all want: immortality. Like they live forever with their cybernetics. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, pare. Like,
I think
that's a,
I don't think he's bad. More of he has problems with yung priorities niya. Like, why would you turn rabbits and
The
hedgehogs
Robo
into
Rabbits.
robos?
No, but it goes to show how not really evil he is. That in the 2000s era of Sonic, they don't even make him the main villain anymore. He's like, he wants to be the main villain, but usually it's like the essence of darkness
You know what? Sonic
or
Adventure is the shit,
chaos.
pare. I'm just gonna say everybody shitting on Sonic Adventure doesn't understand yung it's the Rashomon of video games. Alam mo yun? It's one story from eight different perspectives and
Perspectives,
eight
yeah.
different gameplay styles, Andren, eight different characters. None of them do it very well, pero it's a smorgasbord. It's like you went to like Wendy's, tapos nakita mo yung salad bar, and then madami siyang sahog, pero medyo panis lahat. Pero it's still madami. So,
You're not gonna starve. You're gonna shit yourself, but you're not gonna starve.
What if I don't want the salad, huh? And I just want a burger. No, I'm kidding. Like, oh, I'm done. Like, okay naman yung Sonic and Knuckles. Yun na yung last Sonic game
No,
na
I'm fine. I'm
nalaro.
fine. I just
Yeah.
natuwa lang din ako parang that is I don't see that often sa video games yung ganong level of commitment na let's make 8 different playstyles.
Yeah,
Um,
I played. Have you ever played Sonic Heroes? That's the one I didn't play Adventures. I played Heroes, which is like Adventures, but they gave up. Where they were instead of eight, it's instead of eight, it's four. So they
Is
made
that,
it
is, that,
like
is that the one where they made Sonic look hot and like Knuckles buff?
no, that's
they
Sonic
always
Boom.
look hot.
Oh, yeah.
Andrian, don't you know? They always look hot. But anyway,
Okay, okay.
it's Sonic Heroes. What they did is they split into teams. So there's Team Sonic, and then
Oh, yung para siyang
yeah,
Mario Kart Double Dash type game. Yung tatlo
yeah, and
sila.
then you
Yeah.
keep switching. And the dumbest part is that let's say you're Team Sonic, and then you have Tails and Knuckles. Like Sonic, how he attacks, you know how he attacks. He does the homing attack. But when Tails attacks, he flies, and then he kicks Sonic and Knuckles at enemies. And then Knuckles,
Why?
he slams Sonic and Tails like volleyballs. That's basically I don't know why. I don't know
You
why they thought
know,
it was a good idea.
I feel like yung mga developers ng Sega, yung main developers nila, every night they go to sleep and they have all the same it's always the same nightmare. It's they're stuck in a Sega arcade. Kaya laging parang arcade lahat ng games nila. It's like they can't escape that nightmare escape. Anyway,
But yeah, Robotnik. I guess in a
every
way,
game is
Robotnik
an
uses
arcade
that.
game. See,
Yeah.
yung fucking Yakuza's literally like arcade simulator.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the fun part. Like you get to play Virtua Fighter 5
No.
sa
That's the
sa Yakuza
problem. Eh.
like
I
a
just do
dragon.
that. Eh. I just do
Yeah.
that when I start in Yakuza Zero. Like, oh, I'm gonna play baseball.
Yeah, may actually ang ganda nga ng bowling mechanics dun eh sa Yakuza 0. So yeah, and yeah, there.
Who's another? You're not you guys aren't saying si Ethan. Is that?
Oh, a freaking heavy rain. Wait, what is this? No,
Oh wait, he's a horrible dad. He let his son
he
I
loses
have a,
two
I,
bucks.
I have a good dad then. I have a good dad.
Good.
Si Igor sa Persona series, pare. He literally guides you through the journey,
Oh,
pare. He gives you dope ass cards, pare. I can do an Igor impression, River. Do you want to
okay,
hear it?
good. Yeah, yes, I'd love to hear it.
Have you heard Igor sa Persona 4 or 3?
No, I only heard him in five.
Oh, God. Damn. This, is not,
I'm
this
sorry.
ain't gonna work. Kasi,
nagpalit yung voice actor
kasi
completely.
yeah, nagpalit namatay kasi
Oh,
sa
okay.
3 and 4.
Aw. But do it
Kasi sa
anyway.
5,
Do it anyway.
sa 5, di ba macho siya yung, welcome
He was
to
like,
the Velvet
uh,
Room.
wow.
Ito yung sa 3 and 4, ah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
That's how he
That's
talks.
This
pretty good.
place exists between reality and dreams. You are the zero card. Nothing yet infinite. Yo, masaya yun. Is it a good Igor?
It's
slap
like
some fucking echo on that. That's possible.
Yes, yes. Welcome. He kind of sounds a bit fruitier.
oh,
Lighter, I
I
mean.
have a question. I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go.
I
Go,
was just gonna
Remy.
say I would have preferred that because when I saw his character and then he spoke, I was like, this is not the voice. I can't believe this is the voice. It's literally like you're working really well on your rehabilitation. Like that, he sounds like an
Yeah,
ASM artist in my ears. I
yeah,
don't know why. And I
yeah,
played the game with headphones on too, so
yeah.
it feels so intrusive. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, just what were you gonna say?
Um, how many video game dads are also tutorial dads? I
That's a
mean,
good
like,
question.
can we give like an example of like a tutorial dad na parang
Hmm.
or like sa start the RPG when like oh you have to find your dad kasi he's gonna
Freaking
give
Dragon
you
Quest Five. Dragon Quest Five. The
yeah
beginning. I love how they do it in Dragon Quest Five though. Is that they make you feel more like a kid because your dad drags you around in the beginning of the game and he does all the attacking for you. And it's like, here, son,
oh
you can try to attack too, but you do like one damage. The dad does like 400 damage. And it's a cool way to
fucking
teach
show
the
off.
game mechanics because it
Yeah,
shows you
fucking asshole.
yeah, no, it shows you how to play, but you're not doing any real impact. So it gives you a character to look up to. You like someday I'm gonna be like my dad, and I'll
Like
be as
that
strong as
fucking,
him.
yung fucking meme na you're doing well, tapos may malaking guy na binablock niya yung
Yeah,
arrows.
Yeah,
Ano ba
that's
yun?
the dad. That's
Yeah,
the and he. I mean, should I spoil Dragon Quest Five? It's like what
yeah,
30-year-old game now.
Yeah.
Anyway, the dad dies. The dad dies a horrible death. He burns in front of you. He gets set on fire in front of you, and
Okay.
then
I've
that
been watching
starts the
some
game.
Dragon Quest videos na parang yung may isang Dragon Quest na it's literally a family, yung cast. That's it
Yeah, that's
sounds
five.
so
That's five.
interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
seems very interesting. Ang ganda ng change up ng mechanics between each game.
Mm.
It's all story based rather than mechanic based. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I should do a follow up with in Dragon Quest 7. I was telling you guys about that island that I went to where
yeah,
um
where you
the
failed.
first, yeah, where I failed, and then so I did the thing. I went to the island. Turns out after I defeated the dragon, there's like a vine monster that took over. It goes like, oh, now that the dragon's gone, I can finally take over because the dragon was stronger than me. So I'll attack, and then so this vine monster attacks, and I kill the vine monster, and I go back to the present, and then it's still destroyed. And then it was at that moment I realized the name of the island is not again, Nottagen, because it's like, oh,
Oh,
not again. So I go back to the past.
It's a great game.
I know it's a
That's
lovely
a,
game. I go back to the past,
it's a
and
great
then turns
game.
out the so all the vine monsters are gone, and then the mayor found a worm monster that was clinging to one of the vines, and he raised it as his kid basically, and the whole
it's
village
sick.
hates this worm monster. His name is
Oh,
Wiggler, and the whole village is like, we've been through so much. We went through a dragon, we went through a plant monster, and now this worm. So we're gonna kill this worm. We're gonna band together and kill this worm. And the mayor is like, no, I won't let that happen. So he sets the worm free, and then the what happens is the worm isn't actually bad. It's the other worms, and then the worm comes back and eats all the other worms and then dies. It I don't know how to explain this, but I don't know why it made me tear up when I saw it. But
that's
saying it in
sad that he
That's
hindsight,
sad.
sacrificed himself.
yeah, he sacrifices himself, and then it's funny. So it talks about a lot about like history. So the name of the worm is Wiggler, right? Because he's a worm. And then you go back to the present, and then the village is finally safe. But then because it's been 100 years between the past and the present, they think Wiggler is a regular man, and they're like, "What kind of parents would name their son Wiggler? It's such an odd name." Like everyone's been saying that. I don't know. And then yeah, in the end, I was able to save the village, and it was
I
pretty fun.
need, I need, I need the Scarlet Nexus Moon update.
Yes, that too.
I need to know what happened to the people on the moon.
How does the game end, dude? Just tell us the ending.
Okay. Can we just talk about it next time? Because I didn't get the ending. I'm not gonna do it justice because somehow both of you traveled back in time. Because the old version of you went back, telling the girl to kill the younger version of you because the younger version of you is gonna destroy the what I mean fucking seal between the moon and the earth. So yeah, so done. Are you still with me?
Yes.
So
Okay.
what happens is you don't do it, syempre, and both of you kind of morph. Kasi with this like red thread, dude, I again, kasi I was at that point now where I didn't give a shit about the story anymore. Like I was playing it while listening to podcasts. Na. I was at that level.
Yeah.
I just wanted it to. Again, it's a great game. It's just me, yung attention span ko when it comes to these things. I have spent literally 70 hours on the game na I love it. Pero it comes to a point na fuck, I can't concentrate anymore. Because I've spent so much time on it. Now I'll give you an update sa next
Yeah.
episode. I promise. I
Ano,
promise.
I got to the Princess Cordelia part dun
Nice. Oh,
sa Valkyria,
I like that part.
and I hated na yung na yung thing is like, yeah, I'm gonna add cinnamon buns dun sa breakfast dito sa Kingdom. Like, okay. I don't know why they keep adding all these cutesy, beauty, puputi parts na parang si Welga's like,
It
thank you, nature. You've saved us from like, what the fuck?
dude, it humanizes the characters, okay? It makes
I
them
like
more
the
endearing.
humanizing part, but it's like it's so boilerplate anime bigla when you're in the and then it still forces the politics on me. It's like pick a lane, man.
Uh, the, are you at the
Uh,
part where you discover Alicia's background na? Yung story, yeah?
I found that I got sad in the story niya no ni Welkin na namatay yung mom niya and his dad had PTSD and like just never recovered or yung ganun. And that's why tinuro sa kanya yung nature and stuff. I like that part. I
Okay.
realized na si Welkin might be like that kasi he's trying to be stoic para sa kanyang little sister,
Yeah,
right? Na
yeah.
si
It's supposed
who's
to
a
be.
Darksen. Why is he, bakit hindi siya nare-racist against and then yung sister
He's
niya lang yung,
he's not because he's not a dark son. He's
oh, it's not a
yeah.
race.
No, no, it is a race. I think he's a she's adopted. I forgot what
Oh,
the
it's
story is.
adopted. So
Yeah,
okay na
yeah.
mag-sex sila.
Yeah.
Yes.
Demon
Yes.
River. Okay, sige.
No,
Nice.
actually no, because half breeds are worse than regular dark sons. So no, I'm joking. I'm just making that up. Anyway.
Di mo napanood yung Orimo? Yeah, fuck, pwede yan.
You know,
Yeah.
every time I play yung Valkyria, it's like, can you just be brave like Andren and just skip all of these parts? You don't even have to walk around the village. You
I
know where
love
you're going.
I love that
Just
you
fucking
say brave.
just press start, Giselle. You don't need this shit story in your mind. But like, no, I have to watch it because it's, if I
Some of it
don't, I'm not doing it
I don't
justice.
know. And
Some of
also
it's
some of
fine.
it is good. There's this one
Yeah.
where you help an enemy soldier. Did you reach
The
that
fuck
part?
is that? Yung paparazzi one? Yung
Yeah.
fucking bitch that comes out on my camera?
Yung nagsasabi ka ng
Anong point
chismis sa
niya?
kanya. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
No
cool.
point. Yeah, she might as well be si Moink. She's the same as
Okay.
Moink.
The
Nagdala siya
reason why
magpa-cute.
at first I didn't get why she was there. I was so baffled by her inclusion that I actually looked it up. And the reason why she's there is she unlocks bonus missions. She tells you like, oh, here's one of the best missions that this soldier did, and then she's telling you a story based on yung interview niya of that soldier, and then you play the mission that the soldier said. That's why it's supposed to flesh out yung side characters, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's why she's there. But she should have made her character way more interesting than like,
So she just
smile for the
pops up.
camera. Yeah, she just pops up. Anyway,
Ganun.
And one thing pala, River, I love that game, Valkyria Chronicles din. And one problem I have, like, gaya nga ng sinabi ko, fuck you, River, kasi pinaalala mo, I knew this na overpowered yung mga scouts.
yeah,
Once you learn the increase all defense, they're
yes,
so overpowered.
the game is broken. I
Yeah,
don't think
it's
the
broken.
developers knew.
I
Yeah,
was listening sa last podcast natin. Tapos parang, River also said yung ginagawa niya for the scouts na like yung attack up. Tapos parang,
yeah.
and I said, what the fuck? And then sumunod yung sa podcast ako din sinabi, oh talaga, what the fuck? It's like, oh, I should do that. And I have
No,
been
kasi
I've
the
been
one
doing
thing that's
better.
broken there is like yung ranks, di ba? Yung if you finish a mission, you get C, B, and A. They
Yeah.
should find a way to not just capturing the enemy base. Doon lang naka-base yung rank mo.
Yeah,
Kasi
yeah, yeah.
dude,
You know
literally
what's,
by the end of like four yung nilaro ko Gisela, so it might be
yeah,
different sa older ones.
yeah.
What I do is just buff up the hell out of the scouts, and I just
Just
walk
just
No, I'm
through the
run,
sure
fin.
it's
go
it's
go
sort
Yeah,
of like
back.
that then kasi they
yeah.
have such good mobility. Pero natatawa ako dun sa mission na you have to shoot yung isang car kasi nandun
Oh
si
yeah,
Princess Cordelia
That's
there,
so
right?
stupid. Yung
And
hindi
you
mo alam
know
kung
what?
anong kotse. Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
No. Like, madali ka naman nakita yung kotse, pero like, I
Yeah.
was far along, tapos binato ko siya ng granada, tapos sumabog. Tapos parang, oh no, Princess
it's
Cordelia wasn't
Cordelia.
that. She's dead.
I've done that like thrice because
Tapos
I couldn't
parang,
figure it out.
yeah,
Yung machine
you
gun, you,
did
you
reach
just blast it with a
objectives.
machine. Yeah.
Huh?
You blast it with machine gun, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
It's
not supposed to
fun. I
blow it
like the
up.
missions. I actually really do like yung missions. Ganun.
They put a lot of effort. I mean, I forget that this is the first game sometimes. I don't know why I got so used to playing RPGs that are like that have a long lineage that have been being made for years now. But then I forget like, oh yeah, Valkyria Chronicles is the first of its kind. So it has these like tiny kinks that make it almost like a
I
really
like the
great
jank.
yeah, I appreciate the jank. I'm able to like take advantage of it like I mentioned with the scouts. But yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't
refreshing.
like yung mission na you have to go up like a ladder and it's not telegraphed well. Kasi it's near an invisible wall, so akala ko hindi ako pupunta doon. So I've literally killed everyone on the map. Tapos parang, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, how do I get si fucking Welkin to the tank? It's like, oh, that fucking thing sa gilid na parang you have to climb up. Fuck,
Oh, I know what you're
You
talking
know,
about. Yeah.
the big
stupid.
tank? The big tank
Yung
one?
there's like they're separated by a ravine tapos you go
Oh,
down
yeah,
sa
yeah, yeah. I
ravine.
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
And then
yeah.
dun sa
Yeah.
part na merong aakyat ka, meron ding invisible wall na tapos parang okay, so I guess I can't go there. Tapos parang no, you can. You gotta anyways.
One thing I
Yeah.
also hate about that game is like kung malapit ka na sa character, as in tutok na yung balala, nakakailag pa rin sila.
Yeah.
Like they just
Yeah, I know.
matrix the bots. Like,
I hate that. I don't
I
have,
hate.
dude. I get a sniper. I put a sniper
Not
right to a
snipers.
character's face,
Yeah,
and then if
yeah,
that character for some reason has the stat where like
yeah.
50-50, whatever it's called, or like they can dodge, it's so.
I
I'm like,
love
oh
it.
yeah,
I
this is a
love the
video game.
Like,
engineer mechanic. I love
Yeah,
getting a lot of like yung I'll use all of them once and then gamitin ko yung engineer last and then I'll reload them and then I'll use them again. So it's like double the attack stuff.
mm,
It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Ganun. I'm glad na I gave it a shot. So like basically hindi na natin pinag-usapan yung video games dads.
I was gonna say,
Let's
is
call
there
it
a
that.
dad in Valkyria Chronicles? I was gonna try to like pivot
The
it back.
dad died. The dad. Oh no, the dad's not present. Pero like he was
No.
the one who taught him about war, I guess. Kaya badass si Vulcan.
May dad doon na side character yung old guy. Like, yung kahinaan niya kung nag-crouch ka, babawasan yung accuracy mo kasi matanda ka na. Hindi hinabot mo.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, because he's old, because he
Kobe.
can't
yeah,
bend. That's so
You
yeah.
know
funny.
what's weird? Like every time si Rosina ba yun? The sassy ones like I
Yeah.
fucking hate Dark Sense. They're trash. And then si Isara is like, hey, don't say that. Don't be a horrible person. Tapos si Largo is like, oh, you guys, stop being racist. The fuck? It's not a situation that one person is wrong and then the other person is also wrong. It's like
It's literally
it's,
just the one.
it's the one. It's the hot
No,
girl
yeah,
being
that
racist.
reminds me of like in like I love a lot of video games, obviously. So I join like Facebook groups about those games, and I'm in this Hollow Knight group. So I love Hollow Knight, and there's just this recent thing where because Hollow Knight has some queer representation in it. There's a blacksmith who is gay, a
I
blacksmith
know.
beetle who is gay, but it's not like outright said, but it's very heavily hinted, and developers confirmed it. Na din. So a lot of people, LGBTQ people in the Facebook group, keep posting about it or say like, "Oh, this is cool," blah blah blah, and then so obviously the homophobes came out and they're like, "Please stop shoving your sexuality into our face," so on and so forth. And what ended up happening is most of the group they're like, "Oh, you guys, you two, you're both stop fighting," like what you just said, and I'm like, it's not anyway. And I just that group is
Why
so
is he gay? Ano yung what made him gay? I forget ano yung
so
ano.
in the map,
Oh,
it's
is
like
it
a
like the
long
sword makers?
yes, the sword makers. In the map there are two sword makers
Oh,
on both ends, right? And one of them he when you max out your sword on both sides of the map, if you one of the beetles goes on the edge of a cliff and he says, I fulfilled my duty as a blacksmith. I have no
yeah,
purpose now.
I
So
remember
you have
this.
the decision to kill him to end his life. Because he asks you to kill him. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I have to die honorably. So kill me with this
Or
blade
to
that I just
suck his
made.
cock.
Or to suck his cock. And obviously,
Yeah.
so anyway, I killed him though in my game. I didn't know you couldn't.
yeah. He knew it was gay because he was making steel dildos. Yeah, go Giselle.
Yeah.
Next.
Wait, why? Why is he gay if you
But
don't kill
okay,
him?
if you don't kill him, he finds his purpose by meeting the other blacksmith on the other end of the map, and then they fall in love. And what happens is there's a
Know
scene
this?
where the other blacksmith is posing nude for a painting, and then the blacksmith takes up
What the
painting
fuck?
instead of making swords. He's like, my new purpose now is to paint. So he's painting his
Ah, that's
lover.
me.
Yeah,
Wait, how come? Oh, was it the other blacksmith is a painter swords
yeah,
guy?
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember. I wish I made them gay. I didn't know. I think I just
I wish
killed
I
him
made them.
then. I didn't know. I would have liked that, dude. Because
Magandang,
that
magandang
fucking
blurb yun
fucking
sa
painting.
video game.
I
Giselle
wish I could
Nicolas.
have made him gay.
I wish I could have
He
made
made
him
them gay.
gay.
I wish I could have made him gay.
Put them in the back of the box.
10 out of 10. Game of the Year edition. IGN says it's one of the masterpieces of game design. A great, amazing Metroidvania. I wish I could have made them gay.
Them
Giselle
gay though.
Nicolas. Wait. Okay. Well, kasi naalala ko yung Hollow Knight when you talked about Wiggler. Kasi there's also
Yeah.
that guy. There's also that worm that eats all of the babies.
Yeah, I love that. It's so dark.
I hate it. It's horrible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the worst video game dad.
That's the first video game. So
Yes.
because okay, quick overview before we end the podcast. So like I love the in Hollow Knight, you find these caterpillars called wigglers in jars, and you have to free them, bring them back to the dad, who's also an old caterpillar, and then throughout the game you collect these caterpillars, and at the end, after you bring the last caterpillar, he rewards you, and then after like an hour of gameplay, you go back, and then all the caterpillars are gone, and the dad caterpillar is just fat and overblown, and it's hinted that he ate all the
Yeah. Eat
caterpillars.
all of the
He ate all
caterpillar.
the babies, and that's the end of the game.
That's the end of the podcast, guys.
Yes.
Good
Thank you for
night.
watching. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. This has been a very great discussion about Fast and the Furious and Hollow Knight. Yeah, we go through great tangents in this podcast. Thank you for watching, guys.
Oh,
We'll end
ano,
up.
advertise bukas. You're gonna be hosting.
Oh yeah, I might be hosting tomorrow. I will be hosting Bago Matulog with Red
Yes,
Oliero.
yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
On Friday, Hiwaga, issue 2, issue chapter 2, issue 1. Basahin yun. Another
Yes.
game world. Ganun yan. That's it.
But
Ikaw,
tomorrow,
River.
nothing. I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
go sleep.
me too.
Good night.
Good night, guys.